Hello students. So students, in the previous class, we were talking in this chapter, that is reflection of light, about that of the plane mirror. You see students, we have seen in case of a plane mirror, that is, that plane mirror used to form a virtual and erect image. Plane mirror forming a virtual and erect image with the help of the point object, when we take a very small object or when we take a very extended or a large object. At that time also you will find that the image formation occur by that of the plane mirror is virtual and erect images, students. Now we have also seen that what are the basic properties of that of the images that is formed by the plane mirror. So we have seen that it used to form the laterally inverted image. It means the image which is formed when we move our left hand, then what happens, the image which is formed in the mirror will be raising its right hand. When we move our right hand, then the image which is formed in the mirror will be left hand. So we will find here, student, that the image that will be formed, it will be opposite to the sidewise opposite. Okay, so on the basis of that, we have seen some of the properties. Let me tell you what are that. The first property by that of the mirror, plane mirror is formed. First property is that the image which is formed, it is virtual. Virtual means what, student? That actually the formation of the image does not happen, but it forms just behind to that of the mirror. Second one, the image which is formed is erect, that is, it is upside down. Okay. Then the third one is that the image distance from that of the plane mirror is the same as the object distance from that of the mirror. It means if the object is kept at a 5 meter, the image formed will be of a 5 meter from that of the mirror. So the total distance from the object to that of the image will be 10 meter. Next property is that the size of the object will be, the size of the image formed will be equals to the size of the object. It means that the image that was formed is not a bigger one or not a smaller one. It is always equals to the size of the object. And the image which is formed, it is laterally inverted. So these are some of the properties that we have discussed in the previous section. And we have also seen that what are the uses of the plane mirrors. Normally the mirror that we use at our home is a plane mirror. It is also used in the shops, students, or also used at the roads in order to prevent the accidents. Moving on, and we will see some of the numericals related to that of the plane mirror, students. So if the question is that is an incident ray. Let me write it here. Question is an incident ray makes an angle of 35 degree with the surface of plane mirror what will be the angle of reflection? What will be the angle of reflection? An incident ray make an angle of a 35 degree. Then, with the surface of the plane mirror, what will be the angle of reflection? So, try to understand this question with the help of a diagram. So, if suppose we will make a This is what? This is a plane mirror. Okay. And an incident ray falls on the surface of the plane mirror, students. So it will be, suppose this is the incident ray which is falling on the surface of the plane mirror. Now this will get reflected back. Okay, so it get reflected. Now what happened? This is what, student, this is the normal that I am drawing. A normal line. So this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. What will be the angle of reflection, angle of incidence? That will be the angle made by this normal and the incident ray. Okay, so suppose this is what the mirror is M dash, and a ray which is coming at a point. This is what, this is O, and another one, and the ray which get reflected, that is B. This is the normal, student, represented by L. Okay, now it will be easy for us to understand that. Now this will be the angle of incidence. This will be the angle of incidence, students, represented by angle I, and this will be the angle of reflection, which is represented by angle R. Now we have to find the angle I and angle R here. So try to understand the question. Question is that an incident ray is there. This incident ray makes an angle of 35 with the surface of the plane mirror. So it is not making the angle with the normal, but it is making the angle with the surface of the mirror. So this is the surface and this is the incident ray. So the angle which is made by the incident ray with the surface, it will be this. And this will be equals to what, student? That is equals to 35 degree. So the angle made by it will be equals to 35 degree. What we have to find? We have to find angle R. Now you see here. So if you look at this diagram, you will find that here, if this will be up to this much, from MON, that is angle MON, this will be equals to 90 degree, right? Because the normal which is falling on the surface of the plane mirror, it is perpendicular. So the angle which is made by the normal with the mirror will be 90 degree, right? So angle MON will be equals to 90 degree, right? And angle MOA is equals to 35 degree. Now which angle we have to find it? At first we have to find the angle of incidence. If we are able to get the angle of incidence, we know that according to laws of reflection, that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So we will be able to get the angle of reflection also very easily. So we can say here that we have to find the angle, that is angle AON, right? Now we can write it like, so angle MON is equals to, this will be equals to angle AON plus angle AOM, angle AOM. Now see here, angle MON is equals to 90 degree. That is equals to angle AON that we have to find it. We will write it here, angle I, plus angle AOM is equals to 35 degree. Now by this we will get the value of angle I. So this angle I will be equals to 90 degree minus 35 degree. And this will be equals to, this angle I will be equals to 55 degree. That will be equals to 55 degree. So we know that this whole angle is equals to 90 degree. So this angle will be 90 minus 35 and that will be equals to 55 degree. So this is equals to 55 degree. Now angle of incidence that we got, it is 55 degree. So angle I is equals to 55 degree. So angle R is equals to angle I, or we can say here that according to the law of reflection, angle I is equals to angle R. So if angle I is equals to 55 degree, so angle R will also be equals to 55 degrees. So the answer, it will be the angle of reflection will be equals to 55 degree. Okay. So this is how we get the value of an angle of reflection. Let us see another question which is related to this topic, and that will be so that will be equals to a boy is observing his image. In a plane mirror. Observing his image in a plane mirror. The distance between the mirror and the image, is 4 meter. 4 meter. Now, if he moves 1 meter towards the mirror, then the distance between the boy and the image will be Now you see here, student, what is the question? Try to understand the question here. So the question is that a boy is observing his image in a plane mirror. So a boy is standing in front of the plane mirror and observing his image. Now the distance between the mirror and the image is 4 meter. So suppose if I make this diagram. So if a boy is there, he is standing here at somewhere at a place, and the image which is forming, so the distance between the image, I am showing it in a dot line because it is a virtual image. So the distance between the boy and the image is 4 meter. So obviously you know that the distance between the image from the mirror, that will be equals to the distance between the mirror and the object. So the distance between the mirror and that of the object will also be equals to 4 meter. So here the boy is standing. I am representing boy by B. So the image distance, here is the image of the boy and here is the boy itself, right? So if the image formed is 4 meters, so the boy was also standing 4 meter to that of the mirror. So now the total distance between the boy and the image will be 4 plus 4, that is equals to 8 meter. Okay. Now this is the first situation. We do not have to find that. What we have to find here, if he moves 1 meter towards the mirror. Now he moves 1 meter towards the mirror. So now the condition is what? If he moves 1 meter. So suppose this is the 1 meter, he moves. So before that it was 4 meter, now it moves close to that of the mirror. So what happened? 1 meter he has moved forward. So now it will be 3 meter. So the distance between the boy and that of the mirror will be 3 meter. Only then we can say that before it was 4 meter. So he went close to that of the mirror 1 meter. So he moved towards the mirror 1 meter. So now the distance between the mirror and the boy is 3 meter. What will be the distance between the image and that of the boy itself? So if he travels 3 meters, so where will be the image? What will be the distance between that of the image and the mirror? So obviously we know that the image will also be at 3 meter. As you move very close to the mirror, you have seen that your face is also coming towards that of the mirror. As you move far away from the mirror, your face is also moving far away from the mirror. So this says that as you move closer, as you decreases the distance, the image distance from the mirror also decreases. And at the same rate. So here he moves it 1 meter towards the mirror. So the image will also moves 1 meter. So it is now 3 meter. Now the total distance between the boy and the image will be, total distance will be equals to, students, that is 3 meter of the boy and 3 meter of the image, that will be equals to 6 meter. So the answer, it will be 6 meter. So distance between the boy and the image will be 6 meter. Okay. So this is another question related to that. A question can be asked in other ways, students, like, now we will see another question, students, and that will be related to the speed. So we have seen the distance related question. Now let us see the speed related one. So question is that a driver is reversing his car. Is reversing his car at a speed of 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second. He sees in his rear view mirror. He sees in his rear view mirror, the image of the truck parked, image of the truck parked behind his car. Behind his car. Now, question is, the speed at which the images, the speed at which the images appears to approach the car. Appears to approach the car. So driver is reversing his car at a speed of 2 meter per second, and he sees in his rear view mirror that a truck is parked behind his car. So at what speed the image of the truck approaches or appears to approach the car here, students? So simply you can understand it that here the distance will be the same. We know that in a plane mirror the distance is always the same. So the speed will also be the same. So we can write here that you see that the speed with which he is reversing the car, speed of reversing the car is equals to 2 meter per second, and the speed of the image will also be 2 meter per second. So speed of image will be also 2 meter per second. So we can say here, so the speed with which it is moving, So the total speed which appears to approach the car, that will be equals to 2 meter per second plus 2 meter per second, that is equals to 4 meter per second. Okay, so the image which is formed, that is the object is moving his car at 2 meter per second. The image is also appears to be at the same distance, and ultimately the total speed will help us to tell that the image appears to approach the car at 4 meter per second. So these kind of a question will be asked related to that of the plane mirror questions. Okay, so whenever such kind of a questions asked in the related to plane mirror, it will be like that, and I hope you are able to solve it. Now let us move on and see another topic, that is reflection of the light, but this time we will not see the plane mirror, but we will see the curved surface. Okay, curved surface, it means a spherical mirror. Spherical mirror, students. Spherical mirror or curved surface. Okay, so spherical mirror, students, before we go and understand it, let me remind you one thing. This is the plane mirror. We have seen in a plane mirror, when a parallel beam of a light falls on the surface of the plane mirror, you have seen that it gets reflect parallelly to each other. Right? So this is in the case of the plane mirror, where when the parallel beam of a light falls on the surface, it gets reflected with the same condition, or we can say they get reflected in the same way. Likewise, if we talk what happened in the spherical mirror is not like the plane mirror, student. It either used to converge the beam of a light falling on it, or it used to diverge the beam of a light falling on it. So how this diverging of the light ray happens? So basically, we will describe that the spherical mirror. So a spherical mirror is that mirror whose reflecting surface is the part of hollow sphere of glass. So spherical mirror is that mirror whose reflecting surface is the part of hollow sphere of a glass, and this spherical mirror is divided into two, and that is concave mirror and convex mirror. Concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay. So these are the two type of a mirror. Let me write that what do we understand by the concave mirror, and then we will try to understand what do we understand by the convex mirror. So if we will talk about the concave mirror, students. So concave mirror is that spherical mirror in which the reflection of light reflection of light takes place at the concave surface or bent in surface. Concave surface or bent in surface. I'll tell you with the help of a diagram. So this is what, student? Curved one. Okay? This is the polished surface. So if this is the polished surface, or we can write it here, this is what? Silver coating. Silver coating protected by paint. Protected by paint. And this is reflection of light. Reflection of light takes place at concave surface. This is that portion, student. This is the bent in portion, which is the of the concave mirror. Now let us see what do we understand by the convex mirror. I hope you have seen the concave mirror. Now let us write what do we understand by convex. So, convex mirror. It is that a spherical mirror in which reflection of light takes place at the convex surface. At the convex surface or bulging out surface or bulging out surface. So, what kind of a surface it will be, students? So, okay, so this will be the polished surface. So, which will be the reflecting surface? This will be the reflecting portion which is bulges out. There it was bent in. Here it is bulges out. So, the reflection of this is what? Reflecting surface. Where reflection of light takes place. This surface is what, student? This is the silver coating polished surface. Convex mirror and concave mirror. So when you look at this spoon, students, what kind of a structure you will find in this spoon? This is the kind of a structure of a spoon. Okay, and in this spoon, this surface is what? This is that of the concave mirror. And this surface is what? This is the convex. So in the spoon, you will get both of the surfaces. Okay. This is the spoon. So I hope you have understood what is a concave mirror and what is the convex. But only the difference here the surface is polished at the back side. Okay. So we have taken an example in which we can show both of them, that is concave mirror as well as the convex mirror. Okay. These are the spherical mirror.